Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, I will show you how to open an e-commerce store using WordPress and WooCommerce. In this video, first I'll show you quickly how to install WooCommerce on existing WordPress and then make setup and configuration changes to both WooCommerce and WordPress to make the site look better. Next, I will talk about custom themes to make your website more functional and look better. And finally, I will discuss hosting options for your website. So let's start right away with the video. Here I have the default WordPress installed. No configurations have been made yet. So we'll start first by adding the WooCommerce plugin. So hover over plugins, click on add new. Here's in search plugin, type WooCommerce. Click on install plugin. It's almost always the first choice there. And once it is installed, we will activate the plugin. Now the plugin is installed. Let's click on activate to activate the plugin. As soon as the plugin is activated, you're brought to this setup screen. Click on United States. That's where I am. I'm just going to enter a made up address. I do live in California, so I'm just going to use a California address here. I'm going to keep all of the default options. Just uncheck WooCommerce here. I'm not going to be sending data to WooCommerce for tracking, and click on let's go. By the way, in this video, I'm just going to go quickly over the basic setup, get you up and running, have a functional store as soon as possible. And then I will discuss a little bit more about settings of the store that you can configure. Initially, I'm going to disable both the Stripe plugin and the PayPal plugin right here. Click continue. Shipping, I will go with their options by default, which are flat rate and flat shipping. So in US, on my website, I usually use the free shipping option. I include shipping in the price of my product. You can select the flat shipping rate, or there are other options as well, which you can configure once the basic setup is done. I'm not going to ship to any other place other than US, so I just disable that. Before I can save it, I need to enter something here, otherwise it will give me an error. This is in case, for example, let's say you were offering free shipping to everybody in US, but you have other areas you sell products to, and you want to charge for shipping there, flat rate, let's say. So, it will, any address outside of US, it will add $10 to the shipping. I'm going to uncheck shipping labels. Click on continue. Recommended for all WooCommerce store. So initially I'm just going to although this MailChimp and taxes, all these are useful options, but for simple setup, I'm going to uncheck all of that. So we'll go with that. Use the WooCommerce free theme. Will not be using Jetpack for this video, so I'll skip this step. Okay, our store is basically set up. You can not worry about what is on the screen and click on Visit Dashboard. Visit Dashboard takes you to the home page of your WordPress install. Here, this dialog, this view right here where it says Design Your Store. This, since I installed the theme from WooCommerce, it's asking me if I want to create some basic pages for the store. So I will keep that checked in, and it will also add some sample products. Accept both of these options and click on Let's Go button. Okay, once I clicked on that, in the background, it creates some pages, it creates some products. Let's skip on the tour. And on the right, it will show us now how our website will look like. There. Took a little bit of time, but here it is. So I have the banner, my website stop part. Only thing I'm going to change right now, we'll change things later. Let's say, okay, I call my website Auto Parts. And just another website, WordPress site. So I'm going to change the label, selling parts for classic cars. Let's publish. And I'm going to click on the cross on the top left to close this customized view to be back on my WordPress website admin dashboard. Here it is telling me setup is complete. Your store front adventure begins now. Let me show you what my store looks like right now. This was the default theme. Let me refresh the page after installation of the new theme. And this is my store up and running, showing a banner, a menu, what I wrote, selling parts for classic cars. Everything is right here. There's shop by category. This is some of the data that is created by the theme. Since I asked it to add example products, it was done. For a production site, you will not be doing that. So let's just go back to our admin and see what WooCommerce did and how we can modify it more to look better. WooCommerce, when installed, add two new menus. One is this WooCommerce menu and the second is the products menu. First, let's get into WooCommerce. We'll be making a few changes. So I clicked on WooCommerce. By default goes in an orders page. Nothing is here. And go down to settings. In settings, general tab, we're not really going to change anything. This is the address of our store. But what I'm going to change it, since I'm selling only in US, I will select sell to specific countries. And then in the drop down, I will add United States and ship to all countries I sell to. I'll keep that option. I will be collecting taxes. Since I'm in California, I'm required to collect taxes for any address which is located in California. So I'll enable the tax rates and calculations and I'll click on Save Changes. Second thing is setting up tax for California. I clicked on that. And I will keep almost all of the options. Just one thing to note, where it says calculate taxes based on. So there are options here, customer billing address, shop base address. You always want to have customer shipping address to collect taxes because that's where you're sending your product. So all those options are there. I did not really change anything. I just click save just in case. But what I do need to change here is add taxes for California. So here on the top, I'll go and click on standard rates. Under standard rates, these are the rates for taxes. So you can add taxes for any state that you want. Click on insert row. Since I want to add taxes only for California, here I will say CA and then rate. I will charge 9.75% for taxes. So basically what I'm telling WooCommerce is, doesn't matter which country, but in the state of California, any zip code, any city, collect 9.75% tax. That is done. I'm going to click and insert row. Oh, oops, I don't need to insert row. Just one second, just going to, okay. I don't think it will save it. Let's see. And I'm going to say save changes. Okay. So now I have saved changes for California. Remove selected row. Click on that. I'm going to remove the second row. Save changes. So I only have California. So right now I have checked my general settings. I have made changes to tax, added California tax. Next, I'm going to show you the shipping. In shipping, you see right here, for US, I offer free shipping. If you wanted to offer a different type of shipping, charge a fixed flat free shipping or anything else, you can go and make changes to that. Here, we're not going to make any changes. So we're going to keep the free shipping. Then next is payments. To be up and running, it's very simple to be up and running with PayPal. Although I like Stripe as well, that's a great option. But for this, I will select on PayPal, click on enable, and on the right, click on the setup button. Only thing you will need to do here is click, enter your email address. Whatever your email address is. I'm just going to have just a dummy email address, for example. So basically what happens here is you enter your email address. So once a customer has added a product to a cart and they're ready to buy and pay for it, they are directed over to PayPal website where they make the payment. And once payment is successfully made, PayPal sends them back to your own website. It's a fully automated procedure. Only thing you need to do is enter your PayPal email address. Once this is done, I will go and save changes. So what I've done right now, I've set up the tax. I have re-verified my shipping, payments, general. So everything here is done. It looks exactly like what I want it to be. So WooCommerce part is done. Second thing that I need to show you, let's get into products, and we are going to look into categories. On the right, you see there are 3 categories: accessories, hoodies, and t-shirts. If you go all the way to the right, you see there's like 4 products in each of these categories. So let's just go to our store. I named it auto store. It's not really an auto store, but here what you see is those 3 categories: accessories, hoodies, and t-shirts are here, each showing the number of products there. You can click on the categories and it will take you to the page where you have all of the products listed. You can click on the product and see details of the products. What is the name, any images there, and the description, as well as related products. So this is the part our WooCommerce seemed to be set up. We can browse our page. You can get to the shop page by going here. So by default, you see all of these pages, a cart, checkout, everything is here. Normally you do not want these menu items. If you look right here, you already have the cart button. It shows here. So you can check whatever you want there. So we are going to change the menu, but this is a WordPress setting. Second thing I'm going to modify is this default sidebar on the right. It's showing archives, categories, meta links, I guess it's not metadata. These are not needed on a nice production website where you have customers visiting your website. So let's just go back to WordPress and we are going to modify the top level menu as well as the side menu. On the left, hover over appearance, and the first thing we are going to do is go and click on menu to create a new menu and add items to it. I will just call it main menu. On the right, click on the create menu button. In the bottom, you will see display location. I want this to be my primary menu showing up. I click on that and press save. Now I'm going to add the 2 items I really care about in the main menu for now: a blog and a shop. If you can also add like a contact page or any other privacy policy. Terms of services are very important, actually sort of required for your website. So you should create those pages. So you will add those as well. But for now, let's have blog and shop added there. Click on save menu. Menu is saved. Let's go back to our website. I'm going to refresh the page. And now on the top, you see there's only blog and shop, the 2 menu items that we added. If I click on blog, I get to the blog page, only 1 article, really nothing there. And click on shop, takes me to my shop with all the products listed there. Second thing I'm going to modify is the side menu. So for that, I'll go back to the admin. Under appearance, there's the widget option right there. Click on widgets. Our sidebar, you can see, has all of these items. Let's just remove all of those. On menus, you usually add widgets, since thus this is called the widgets page. Going down, there are 2 types of widgets I want to add. One is my product category, so customers can browse my website from any place. I'll click on product categories, select sidebar, which is selected by default, the first one, and I say add widgets. This allows me to show my product categories. Only thing I will do here is click on this option, hide empty categories. I do not want categories to show up which don't have any products in them right now. So I click on that and press save. Second thing, I will go down and I will add recently viewed products. Recent viewed products. Click on that and click add widgets. I think it's very important to have that, because more a customer sees a product they have looked in or expressed interest in, more likely they are to buy that product. The only change I will make here is, instead of 10 recently viewed products, I will change that to 5. I think 10 just occupies too much space, doesn't add that much value. So I have modified my sidebar, added 2 new widgets, remove all the previous ones. Let's go back to my website. You see all the widgets, search bar, recent posts. I'm going to refresh my page. There we are. Now you see product categories is there and is showing the 3 categories which are currently in the system. It's not showing any any recently viewed products because we haven't seen any products yet. I have seen the So for a product to appear in that, a customer has to go into the detail page of a product before it will appear there. So here, let's click on a beanie. Okay, so now I've visited this product. I'm going to visit sunglasses and I will visit cap, fine. So now if I look on the right side, I have visited 3 products. It's showing me 2 of them. I'm on the cap page. Once I move away from this page to another page or view another product, this will be marked as a viewed product and then will appear on the right side. Another way, since I'm on this page, let me refresh this page. And now you can see cap is also showing up. So now my sidebar looks much nicer. Product categories and recently viewed products. Menu is modified and the sidebar has been modified as well. Let's go back to the home page by clicking auto parts. Now let me show you how you can change the top part from just text to a logo. Go into my WordPress admin. Under appearance, there's a customize option. By the way, I've added some pictures already to WordPress, 3 pictures. So I'm going to use one of them. Under site identity, click that, select logo. In media library, I believe I have added, I haven't added anything here yet. Let me just upload a few files here, okay? Okay. So I just added this one file. Instead of loading a few, I only loaded one for now. Calling it logo, selected. I want this to be a logo. So what you see is the box appears right here. It's showing you that how large the image should be for this theme. So it's asking me if I want to crop this image, which I can. I guess I drag it up and I'll just show the top part as my logo and click on crop image and click on publish. Okay. Once done, I will click right here, close this, and I'll check my website. Right now it's showing the previous text. I'm going to refresh it. And it shows that image in the logo area. Now, of course, this logo is not really useful or doesn't associate a customer with what this website is about. So you need to have a good logo. Until you have a good logo, I suggest you keep the text so a customer knows which site they're on and what it's about. Now, the next thing is I'm going to show you how to add product categories and a new product to the system. So let's hover over products. And right on the right side, click on categories. Remember, there are 2 types of categories, product categories and a post category. They're both separate. Here, I have 3 categories with products in it, 1 uncategorized with no product. Let's not worry about that. I'm going to add a new category called soft drinks. And then I will add an image to this as well. For my category, let me drag in another image. I've already created these images earlier. So this is my soft drink category. Use image. It's done. I'll click on add new category. And my category is added on the right here. You can see that. And currently count is 0. There is no products associated with this category. So we are going to add a product now. On the left, under products, click on add new, or you can go click on all products to see all of your products. And then from the top, you can click on add new as well. So under soft drinks, I'm going to add a new product. Let's just call it Fanta possibly. I have written some text. So I'm just going to copy paste. This first line right here is the product title. It describes what it's the title of the product. Second thing I'm going to do is add a description of the product. So this is the description of the product. Here you can not only add text, but you can add images as well. So I'm not going to add any images, but if you were to, you can click on add media and select one of the images to add there. Okay, let's just add one. I'll add these sunglasses, insert into product. So it has the image there as well. Second thing I'm going to do is add the product short description. Sorry, I clicked on the name. It sort of closed this box. So Product short description. Let me copy paste some other text here as well. Okay. So I have done two things, added the description, three things, added short description, and the title. Next, I want to associate this product with a category. Since we created the soft drink, I click the checkbox next to soft drink. To sell a product, we should have a price, $3, expensive soda, but that's what it is. Second thing I like to do is I go to inventory and I say manage stock. I want to add exactly how many product I have in stock, 100. So if one is sold, WordPress or WooCommerce will automatically deduct one from the count and you'll have 99 left. This, I was not going to explain many detailed items in this video, but this allow back orders. I always keep it at do not allow. The reason for that is sometimes if you allow a customer to buy a product when it's not in stock and you're expecting you'll have it in 2 or 3 days, but there's a problem with shipment and it may take up to 2 weeks. It creates for a bad customer experience. So I never allow back ordering, but again, depending on what your requirements are, you may choose to do so. So I select that. All of this is done. I'm going to publish it. Okay, now my product has been published. Let's go to our website. We're going to click shop to see if the product is there. Go back. Here I see Fanta delicious fruit flavored soda, but there is no image. Of course there's none because I did not add any. I wanted you to see how that works. So here, the next thing I will do is click on set produce image, product image, and I will drag and drop in image for Fanta. That is there now. And I'll say set product image. If you had additional images, you may click on the add product gallery images. So you can see multiple images for your product. Let's just add some images, doesn't matter what those are, in the gallery. So we see how that works. So I will just add these two. Now I've added the main product image and I have added two images to the product gallery. Let's save it again, update. The product is updated. Let's go back to our website. I'm going to refresh this page. Now I see the main product image is showing up. Let me click on that. I get into the product detail. On top, you see first one selected is the main product image. And then you have the images from the gallery, the additional images that I added. That's there. On the right is the product title. This is picked up from the top part right here. Then second one is the product short description. The product short description, let's go all the way down. Right here is where I pick the product short description from. Or WooCommerce does. It shows it here. The 100 products in stock is showing right here that we have 100. And then description down here has that plus the image that we added to it. The next step is to see how the actual purchase of a product works. So let's say customer comes over to my website, goes to the shop area, picks a product right here, clicks on add to cart, picks a beanie, and then looks at Fanta, clicks on that and say add to cart. It's added to cart right here. One thing note, it still says 100 in stock. Until the customer buys the product, it will show that you have 100. Once they have completed the purchase, then it will deduct one out of it. So I go right here. If I go hover on top of it, it shows me currently that I have one beanie and one Fanta drink, one of each, and the price for a subtotal of 21. So let's click on view cart. View cart shows me a little bit detail. If I had coupons, I can apply those coupons, get some discount. If not, here I am. As you know, I set up the store for free shipping, so that's what it's showing. It's not showing any taxes because it doesn't know where it's going to ship the product to. So let's go proceed to checkout. I want to show you how the tax works. Let me enter my name. 120 Market Street. I enter that. You have to enter phone. I could have entered anything. I don't know. I entered somebody's number partially. Email address will be your email address, so you can get notifications. Once I enter this address, you see on the right, WooCommerce has added tax to this order's total because I'm located in California. If I change my state to Alaska, you will see no longer I'm being charged shipping. The city is in California, San Francisco, but it doesn't know that because it's calculating tax based on the state. And that's really what I want for my website to be. So taxes, everything is done here. If the customer from here wanted to proceed to actually purchase this product, they will click proceed to PayPal. In my case, we will get a PayPal error because the email I enter admin@example.com is not valid. Regardless, customer is taken to the PayPal site. They will enter their payment information. Once paid, PayPal will redirect them back to your website. In our case, we'll go manually back. The order is not yet complete because I did not actually make a payment, but how do I know what's happening? Let's go back to our WordPress admin. I'll hover over WooCommerce and click on orders. Here it shows me that Sohail tried to buy a product. If the payment was, when your site is live, the customer actually made the payment, it will say paid. In my case, I did not make payment, so that's why it's showing pending payment. By the way, do not ship to any customer who hasn't paid yet and is showing a pending status. You want to ensure that you are paid for the order before you actually ship it to them. To get into details of order on a live site, you will click on the order. Here it's showing me the order number and details of that order. This is the billing address. This is the shipping address, how much I was charged, customer's email and customer's phone number. So what I usually do is when I have this information, I package up my product, I mail it to the customer, to the shipping address. And once I have mailed it, I will enter maybe USPS tracking number information here, whatever that may be. And I will add it as a private note. This is to ensure that I have the tracking number with the order. So if I ever need to go back and see if a customer disputes they have or have not received the product, I can track through this tracking number. The second thing I can do, or I will do, is once I've shipped the product, is that I will click on status and I will mark it as completed. Once done, everything is there. I can basically update the order. Here, order actions, you can send invoice, other things. These are automated emails which are already set up. But in any case, I have all of that and I'm not going to send any email. Update. So the order is update. Now when I go back to the main orders page, I will see the status as completed. We know there was no payment made, but regardless, if there was a payment made on actual website, this is how your WooCommerce will look like. So with this, you have a fully functional WordPress with WooCommerce website ready for you to start making money on the web. Next, I want to show you a couple more things. One is the theme right here. Not really good. Yes, I get it for free. I know, I understand that, and you may like it. This is what you may want, but there are better themes that you can spend about $30 to $60 and buy a much nicer looking theme for your website. Let me show you what it may look like. Here's a site built with Avada. This is a theme that I use for my website as well. You can see the menus are much nicer and cleaner here than they are on the other website. If I go down, I can see there are featured products and other way the website is set up. Let me do, okay. Here, let's go now, click on, instead of a category, let's click on this jacket to check the product detail page. So here you can see the product detail page looks different from the one I showed you earlier we created with the free theme. If you go down, descriptions, reviews, everything is here. Customers can enter review and then related product. So there are multiple themes which come with multiple designs. I like Avada, Bee, and Bridge. They have very nice demos for e-commerce shop pre-built for about $50 or $60. you can have those and be up and running in no time. So that's what it is. I will put the links to all of them in the description below. The next thing is, before you can take your website live, is you need to have web hosting set up. I have my websites on A2 Hosting. A2 Hosting is a great website, really fast, provides many features. Some of the things when you look at, unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth, well, you know, many hosting providers have those features. It's not that big of a deal. 99.9% uptime. Again, most of the vendors have that. Few have higher than that. I prefer higher uptimes, but with A2, you know, I have found that my site is usually up. I never had an issue with that over the last few years that I'm with them. But here's what makes A2 hosting interesting for most people. On the top, you have the shared hosting option. Click on that. So if you're like me, I have more than one website. I have a blog, I have an e-commerce store. Actually, I have multiple blogs, e-commerce store. I host multiple things. With their Swift plan, for $4.90, you are able to create unlimited websites, and that includes WordPress websites. A2 Hosting has one-click install for WordPress. So you can basically, create as many stores or blogs or whatever you may have. Obviously, no one creates unlimited websites, but there are many people who have more than one. So even if you're getting somewhere $2 or $3 website for a single website, just by paying $1 or $2 more, you get the ability to have a lot more. So you can save a lot of money using the Swift option of A2 Hosting. Again, I will put links into my the description below in YouTube video. And there's an article on my website with a review for few hosting providers which I like. So I will put links to those as well. So check it out. If you go through my link, I do get some affiliate commission on that. So I want to be very clear on the themes, though I don't make any money. It's your choice what you want to use. But irrespective, if you already have a hosting provider you're happy with, sure, keep them. If you have any questions, please enter them in the comment section below. I'll respond back. Check out the detailed review of A2 Hosting and other hosting providers on my website as well. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you liked it, thumbs up. Thank you very much.